Our body's willingness to conceive is a direct reflection on how our body perceives our current state of health. If our body feels that the environment that we are creating for us to live in is hostile, is scary, or is not sustainable to a pregnancy, our body actually makes us less fertile. It kind of goes into a fertility hibernation. This is also true when you have PCOS. Now, when you have PCOS, you have a diagnosis that is making you more susceptible or more sensitive to that environment that your body may shy away from your fertility. But the same goes for when you adjust your environment, your hormones are not static and they will adjust with you, allowing you to create an environment for your body to feel more at ease at the thought of getting pregnant. Hi, I'm Ashleen Korchek. I am a board certified physician assistant and a mama to 3 after I was told that I had PCOS and would probably not be able to have children. These 3 were conceived naturally without any medications or procedures, a lot due to what we're going to talk about today. So first of all, your body, most people are actually malnourished. Although we have plenty of food around us, although we eat plenty of calories, we actually aren't getting the nourishment that our body needs. And this is in large because so many of our foods are processed, are pre-prepared and engineered to have less fat, less calories, and to be full of preservatives and additives, and we've actually lost and destroyed a lot of the nutrients that comes into food. Yes, we have tried to add a lot of it back in by fortifying our foods with vitamins and nutrients that we need, but the truth is that most people are actually malnourished. Even when we think of PCOS and we think of it being primarily a concern with weight and fertility, even that extra weight that we tend to carry is not a sign of good nourishment or that we're eating too much. It can actually be, it still can actually be quite true that our body is not getting all of the nutrients and tools that it needs to produce healthy hormones and to produce a well-regulated system. So calories are very different. Calories is what our body will say, okay, you had too many calories today, we're going to store them as fat. But what our body really needs in order to function properly, and in this case, discussing hormones, to produce hormones that are healthy and in balance, our body needs all of the vitamins, all of the minerals, good amounts of protein, and even healthy fats and cholesterol. Without those, our body can't produce healthy hormones. It's not like we just have an endless supply of them. We have to constantly produce these. And so unless we're providing our body with the tools that it needs, it can't recover from being on birth control, which also saps our nutrients. It can't create and produce and thrive and create amazing fertility. So PCOS is a situation where that is also important, but this is actually just true across the board for women. If we aren't getting our bodies the nutrients it needs, our skin will suffer, our weight will suffer, our sleep will suffer, our energy will suffer, and our fertility will suffer. So to get those nutrients, try to each meal consider what in this is really providing my body with the things it needs. You're going to get primarily the vitamins that you need through your vegetables and some fruits. Fruits are loaded with them, but they're higher in sugar. So try to focus on getting some good vegetables that haven't been overly processed. And then think about getting some protein. The protein helps our energy. It helps, there's so many building blocks in the proteins that we eat that help our body to produce the cells, the muscles, our entire system functions off of protein. And so if we're not getting enough, then our body struggles. The third thing to make sure that you're getting is healthy fats. So these are going to be fats from avocados, from olives, so olive oils, avocado oils, coconut oils are fine. Coconut oil does have some saturated fat, which can be good because it has a little bit of the cholesterol. Also eggs, but even the full egg. So I like to eat eggs because they're such a good source of protein. If you don't like eggs, there are other sources. But I also like to keep my cholesterol in check because cholesterol is still an issue for heart health and so forth. But getting some cholesterol is really good. So usually I'll have 4 eggs for breakfast. 3 of those will be egg whites, 1 will be a full egg. So I am getting some yolk, which has amazing nutrients. Most of your nutrients in your egg is in the yolk. So you don't need to eat thousands of them. You don't have to have a 5 full egg omelet, but you can mix it with the egg whites if you're trying to watch your cholesterol, and that also keeps the calories down as well. But to not just go with the egg whites all the time. So you may have heard somewhere across social media of fertility friendly foods. And although there are foods that are just jam-packed of amazing nutrients, there isn't one like superfood that creates optimal fertility. It's really about eating a good variety of foods so that your body is getting a good variety of vitamins, of minerals, and of the nutrients that it needs. So you may have favorite foods, and of course those you may eat more often because they're easy for you to consume, but try to eat a good variety. There are some, however, really, really good options. So those are going to be your green vegetables. Now, there's some exceptions to that because your cruciferous vegetables, so like cauliflower, broccoli, cabbages, that whole family, Brussels sprouts, that whole family of vegetables is amazing for your hormones. So eat them steamed, eat them roasted, however you like them. If you like them like raw, kind of cut really small in salads, they are amazing for you. Getting lean protein. So for most people that can be like chicken, turkey, eggs again, but if you're vegetarian or struggle with eggs, you can get a lot of good protein from plant-based as well. But just be careful because sometimes you're getting a lot of other stuff mixed in with your proteins. So it takes just a little bit more kind of reading of labels and figuring out exactly what you're eating if that's the case. Then the last one is I like to add some really healthy fat with salad dressing. So I mentioned the eggs, that's a great way to do it. But another way that I like to add some healthy fats to my diet is in a salad dressing. That way I can have this just nutrient-packed salad. It's really easy to pack for lunch. It's really easy to make ahead so that usually sometime around like noon, I'm not really hungry yet, and around 1 o'clock, I'm beginning to start to want to snack and not eat such great things. And so if I have a salad already packed, I can start with that and at least get my nutrients in first. So with my salad, I usually use like olive oil or avocado oil. Those are some amazing ways to get just a little bit of healthy fat into my salad. Also, nuts can have some really great healthy fats. So can avocados have some amazing healthy fats. And so there's some great ways to just get a little bit of fat into your diet. You don't need a lot. It's very calorie dense. And so a little goes a long ways, but it's very helpful for your hormones to just get some regular healthy fat into your diet. Lastly, if you're really wanting to dive in, and I hesitate because I don't like perfection, okay? I think it's the fastest way to fail at any sort of way of living healthy, any sort of anything really. But if you can avoid needing to feel perfect about your diet, you can get a lot farther. The exception to this rule is that sometimes when I feel like I just need to kind of touch base again, I need to recommit to my healthy habits, I'll do something that I call the PCOS Detox or the PCOS Reset. And this is literally where I spend an entire week, and I have a menu plan that I do over and over, and I just commit to a week of this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to focus on my health this week and kind of recommit to some of these healthy habits because, let's face it, life gets in the way and we start to kind of wander in our health. We get busy, we have company, we travel, we have a busy season at work, all the things, okay? So if you want to grab a copy of my PCOS Detox, I will put a link in the comments below and you're welcome to try it out for yourself. I get amazing feedback from women who have gone through the detox, anywhere from they finally get their periods back to they finally get pregnant to all get pictures of their new babies. So it's just a way of kind of recommitting and reminding yourself of the ways that your body needs the nourishment and care. And so it's a great way to just kind of reset and start fresh or dig deeper into your health. And lastly, what I want to remind you is that although we get this like diagnosis of PCOS, and to some that can kind of feel like we just have this stamp on our forehead of not ideal. But the truth is that the hormones that you have today actually will not be the hormones you have tomorrow. And you have, through your nourishment, the ability to make them better or let them slowly get worse. And so it's amazing the impact of what you eat and how it can help your PCOS hormones. It can help you any hormones really, but specifically those PCOS hormones. When we provide our body with the foods that it craves and the care that it's asking for, we are able to make a drastic difference. And the hormones that we have today that are causing the symptoms that we do not like and the fertility struggles that we are facing, they don't have to be our hormones of tomorrow. We can make a huge impact by the foods that we choose each and every meal. And it doesn't have to be a restrictive diet, but just making sure we're getting that nourishment is so, so very important. So with that, remember until next time to get out there and to really focus on getting at least 1 or 2 extra nutrients in your meal each day. All right, bye for now.